Hello, namaste. Hi, everyone. I'm continuing forward on doing some readings of some satsang sellers. So, this one I'm doing is on Eckhart Tolle. Now, I've seen Eckhart Tolle before. I've been to his satsang when I lived in Rishikesh, and I know his story and I've felt his energy, what's going on with him. So this is not a surprise as to what's coming out. Anyway, the first card is Lord. And I'll explain these in just a second. Second card is Doctor. And the third card is Thought. Okay. Now, it gives us satsangs again, to go into the stillness, to heal your soul, to heal yourself, to heal your ideations, to go beyond the thought, to still into, quiet mind. Okay. But with Eckhart Tolle, he also said in his satsangs, and I've seen him use, I will call it tricks of the trade type thing, that he speaks in a very soft voice. And he does this so people have to really strain to hear what he is saying, so that their attention is just really have to be glued there in order to catch what he's saying, because he will speak in such a soft voice. Okay. And he says, that when he's done speaking, that he has to stay away from people, because otherwise he starts wearing other hats, which tells me what he has is not stable. Okay. He's in and out. He's in and out. So I would say it's more oneness, and it's not full realization, because again, he's in and out, in and out. If I don't stay away and stay in silence, then my mind starts coming back and I start. So when you're trying to control it and hold it, you're not fully there. Okay. So let's go on with the reading. So that's what I get from the first three cards, and I know that's true because I've seen him myself. First card out is Abundance. Okay. So yeah, he's making money off of these tours he's doing. He speaks of freedom. Okay. Disappointment, kind about going beyond disappointments and stuff. But I think in his own thing, underneath there is a little disappointment because it's not stable for him. Talks about boundaries, again, he has to keep that boundary in place. I cannot have, when I'm done speaking, in order to stay in that stillness, that quiet, I have to be away from everyone. I have to be in solitude. I have to be in quiet. I can't, and that's not stable. That's not genuine realization when you have to cling to it. That's manufactured. Okay. So let's go on and see what else we have with this. Yeah, one really gets to Turiyatita, it's unchanging. It doesn't matter where you go, what you do, that stillness remains. There are no thoughts that rise. So if there are thoughts that are rising and falling, it's like one says, they are like a middle or a lower jnani. It means they've seen it, they can speak of it, but it's not stable, it's not there. And so one can barely even call them a jnani, because they are not fully liberated, because the mind continues to take control again. Okay. And rise up and occlude. So let's go forward and see. Yeah, he has to stay in mindfulness. again, he has said in his satsang that, yeah, he has to, when he's done, he doesn't speak with anybody, doesn't have interaction, because if he does, he starts wearing the hats again, which means the mind is coming back. He's rerouting into persona again. Okay. So for him, it's not stable. And again, you know, he uses some of these tricks of talking very softly, so one has to really strain. And then, you know, there's the energy of the room with a lot of people. And so they feel like there is some energy, something there. But, yeah. Okay. Next card out is New Discoveries. You know, again, he talks about, you know, realization in that stillness when things fall away. And he sat there on that bench for, you know, those years just sitting in that quiet when that shift took place. Okay. Looking towards new discoveries. Okay, next card out for Eckhart Tolle. Contemplation. Okay. Yes, detached observation. So it's more, again, about being in the moment, in solitude. Here it is again, in solitude, integration through reflection, detached observation, increased understanding, that if one stays fully in the moment, you know, and allows the mind to still, that one will go forward into a more detached observation. Yes, if one learns to do that, they can go into a witness state. In witness state, it feels like there's a buffer zone. So you can comment what you're doing at the same time you're doing it, and you will feel a detachment to that. But I don't feel with Eckhart Tolle that he gives enough direction or ways to go forward. He talks about it, and mainly about just being in the moment, but doesn't give direction on how to do that, how to break through, how to genuinely be in the moment, or how to do a process of neti, not this, to break through the drama and illusion of persona. Okay, but let's continue forward and see what else it has to say about Eckhart Tolle. Yes, I know a lot of people like his books and like what he said, and again, but you know, okay, he's talking about breaking the chains and healing. Yes, one is healed from all the mental delusion when one enters realization, when the mind stills, when it absolutely quiets, okay, when the mind has entered total quietude and there are no more thoughts arising. Now, a lot of people, you know, they have expansion of oneness, and they mistake that for realization because there's very expanded field. The heart starts to open and one has that expansion, but it's not realization. Okay, continuing forward. Maturity. Okay, it takes time. This doesn't happen overnight. Okay, you have to put into practice this observation and being in the moment for many years for it to fully take hold. Okay. Let's continue to look forward to Eckhart Tolle. Very different reading than from Muji. Muji's very much heart-centered. Eckhart Tolle is not coming from heart-centered practice. Yeah. Next card. Carrying that burden. Okay. Again, in his, let me make sure this isn't turned over the other way. Yeah, no. He carries what he has, but it's a burden. He has to strain to do it. Okay? It's not effortless. He's not in a sahaj state. He's in a focused state. Okay? Where he has to hold it with intention and attention. He holds that state with intention and attention. It is not a sahaj, not an effortless state for him. He can speak of it because he's experienced it, but it is not stable within him. Okay? He is not a fully enlightened teacher. Okay? Let's continue forward. Yeah. After he speaks, he has to rest so that he is not overcome with these thoughts. Okay. Again, he has even said that publicly, that when he's done, he doesn't speak with anyone. He has to go hide away in order to not have to wear those hats again and be drawn into persona. So everything, again, for him is being held by attention, intention. He can talk a good satsang, but it's not stable with him. And being that it's not stable, you're not going to have a consciousness shifting deep experience with him. Okay. So what he speaks of is taking refuge, you know, in that stillness. Here it is, this contemplation, taking refuge in this place of contemplation by yourself, going towards that light and making these shifts of mind and understanding as above, so below. Okay, he's very, again, kind of new age, and wants to say that yes, you can be there, because you know that internal is the same as, you know, when you're attached to that God center. Yes, but again, as above, so below. But he gets there by having to carry it, by having these boundaries in place, so he doesn't go back to wear the hats again. And after he gives his talks of freedom, okay, he has to go and rest. He has to stay away, because otherwise those thoughts will appear again. Okay, again, he wants to heal the planet through mindfulness. What he talks of is mindfulness. Again, he wants to be a doctor healing people, to go beyond thought. But again, there's going beyond disappointment. But then again, underneath of it is some disappointment because it is not stable for him. Okay? But he urges people to go forward, new discoveries, and that one has to be in maturity for things to arise and to remain. So, but again, he's there and he is making good money off of it, abundance. Okay, so that is my reading for Eckhart Tolle. Such a different reading between he and Mooji. Okay, Mooji is much more the real deal than is Eckhart Tolle. I know I'm going to get a lot of people that love Eckhart Tolle are going to be so upset with me, but I've seen this a long time in watching him. You know, when you're in that space of Turiyatita and the mind is actually stilled, and if you spend any time in any presence with some of these teachers, you can find where they're at very, very quickly. You know, you'll understand where their consciousness is very, very quickly. Again, in his case, everything that he has to be held with effort. Okay, that's why he doesn't speak with anybody afterwards. He hides away and he stays solitaire, but that's not liberation. That's not freedom when you have to hide from people, when it's not ongoing, when you have to hold it with effort. Okay, that's not moksha. Okay, that's an experience that comes and goes. Okay, moksha is when it's ongoing, effortless. Okay, nothing to cling to. Okay, so namaste. Thank you for tuning in. And again, if anyone would like to donate, they can go to www.guruswamig.com and there is a donate button. I would appreciate, if you're enjoying the readings and you get something from it. It would be nice to see people give back, in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Just saying, okay? So namaste, have a great day.